Your referral network hasn't heard from you in months, and you're wondering why your pipeline is as dry as my martini, or maybe we should say my sense of humor. In this video, I'm going to show you how to wake up your referrals in about 5 minutes without it feeling salesy or weird. And I'm going to show you the exact 3 step system that gets you back on their radar and reminds them exactly who you want them to send your way. I'm Laura Zovelson, and this is the Gen Expert Show. I'm a serial founder, former professor of entrepreneurship and marketing, and I don't say anything on this program that I haven't taught, tried, and tested. So let's dive in. Here's the reality: your referral network likes you and they think you do a great job. They want to send you business, but they're busy. They have jobs and they forget what you do or who your ideal client is, or for whatever reason, you don't pop into their heads when that opportunity comes up. So the fix is simple. You need to remind them you exist and make it easy for them to send people your way. And you can do this in about 5 minutes a week. It's a simple 3 step system. I use it with my clients all the time. I had one client who used it about 2 months ago, and in 3 weeks, she had 6 inbound inquiries and 3 new clients. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a piece of content or pick one that you've already created. So, I recommend that every month you publish one solid piece of long form content, like a blog post or a LinkedIn newsletter. You could even do a video like this one, okay? But make it something that showcases your expertise and addresses a real problem that your client faces. So, this is not about you selling. This is about you teaching your process, sharing your perspective, or showing how you think. And when you do this consistently, your content becomes a resource that your network can share anytime someone needs help in your area. So then the second thing you're going to do once you've published that content is you're just going to send out a few personal emails to your referral network. So not a mass blast, just real emails to real people. And again, this isn't to everyone you know. You could just send it to former clients or people who've referred you in the past, or maybe just people you haven't connected with in 3 or 4 months. Keep it short and keep it simple. Hey, I just published this piece about X. I thought it might be useful if you know anybody that's dealing with Y. Hope you're doing well. Use AI to help you draft the email, draft it, right? Finish it up yourself, and then basically cut and paste it to 5 people. That's it. You're not asking for anything, you're giving them something that they can use and pass along. And you're reminding them exactly what you're focused on right now. So, the client I mentioned earlier, I had her create a list of like 30 or so contacts that she'd worked with in the past or that had referred her. And she sent 2 or 3 emails a week, something like, "This is what I've been thinking about lately, and I've refocused my business a little bit and just wanted to share this with you." And again, she had 6 inbound inquiries and 3 new clients. So you could just stop there, but I'm going to recommend one last step as a capstone. So this actually becomes a system for you without a lot of work. So step 3 is to take that piece of content that you created and ask ChatGPT to create, I don't know, 6 or 8 LinkedIn posts from it, right? They don't have to be perfect because the goal here is not to get them to go viral. The goal is consistent visibility. So when someone in your network sees you pop up a few times, they remember that you're the person who does the thing, right? Now, here's the smart part. Pay attention to what gets traction, right? Pay attention to which one gets likes or even gets the most impressions. If you get comments, that's even better, right? Because if one post gets more attention or shares, double down on that topic. Create more content around it because that's your signal that you're creating something that people care about. So if this approach makes sense to you and you're thinking you're going to try it, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. But if you're thinking, Laura, I don't have time to create content every month, my best productivity tip is coming up. And it's not just use ChatGPT. If you don't like using AI for content because you don't get good results and you feel like you spend all your time rewriting and you might as well have just done it yourself in the first place, I did a whole video on what you can do to get better results, content that actually sounds like you and not a robot. And you can watch that one next, okay? So, the reason that this content to personal email system we've been talking about today works is that you're not only reminding your people that you're out there, you're giving them something tangible they can share. And you're going to squeeze every bit of ROI out of that piece of content because that post or video not only becomes the email, right? It also becomes multiple social posts that create ongoing visibility. So you're not starting from scratch every week. You're getting leverage from everything that you do. So here's that productivity tip. Don't start trying to create all this content from scratch. I already figured out the topics that you need to be talking about that build know, like, trust. And I created a 12 topic grid. So if you do one article a month, that's a year's worth of content. And it includes templates that'll get you started. So this tool was designed specifically to create belief shifting content that makes you the obvious choice when someone needs your expertise. So each topic then ties back to your framework or your opinions or your stories. So everything that you create reinforces your positioning. And it's designed to work with the exact system I just showed you. I'm going to drop a link to that in the description. So grab it, pick your first prompt, put out that piece of content, and send those first 3 or 4 emails this week and see what kind of conversations you can start. All right, that's going to do it for me today. Later, Gators. See you next time.